Is that not awesome? That is Black Breath, and what you just heard was from their new album, Sentence to Life. It came out this week on Southern Lord Records, and it was easily one of my most anticipated albums of this year. And not only does it deliver on every single front, but it surpasses what I was expecting. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with them, they're from Seattle. They blend the best parts of crust, doom, death metal into this cohesive sound that is just, I mean, you know, it sounds weird saying it for heavy music, but it is a joy to listen to. It is just 10 tracks that make everything else seem pedestrian. And, you know, people say that Skrillex can drop some bass. This album makes Skrillex look like a play school toy. It is just one of the heaviest albums I've heard in a long time, and it's fun, and it's relentless, and pick it up, listen to it on Spotify, I don't care, watch it on YouTube, get a hold of this album because it is perfect. Next up, we have some hip-hop news. Death Grips have released the first video from their upcoming major label debut, The Money Store. The song is entitled The Fever, and this is their follow-up to last year's Ex-Military, which was independently released, got a lot of buzz, and the new album is actually coming out on Epic Records. And when I first heard about this, I was kind of bummed because I'm not really impressed with Epic as a label, and typically bands like this tend to lose their strength as they, you know, transition to a larger stage. But if this song is any indication, I'm really excited to see what the rest of the album sounds like, and I'm hoping that it hits all the right marks when it comes out next month. The last thing that I wanted to discuss today is a feud that's popped up recently between Patrick Carney of the Black Keys and Sean Parker of Napster and Spotify fame. Basically what happened is Sean Parker said that he expected Spotify to overtake iTunes as far as revenue sales in the next 2 years. And Carney basically responded by saying that Sean was an asshole, that people like him couldn't be trusted, and that programs like Spotify and the other pay-as-you-go services weren't really going to be viable until there were more paid subscribers. Now, as someone who uses this service, I actually find myself in disagreement with Carney. I think Spotify is a great service. Ever since I've used it, I hardly ever touch my iTunes. The only issues that I have with Spotify deal with it syncing files to my phone, and I mean, I'm sure that'll get worked out over time. But I'm curious to see what you all think about it. What's your stance? Do you think programs like Spotify are the way to go? Do you think iTunes is going to be the institution for years to come? You know, what's your stance? Where do you guys sit on this? And you know, leave me some comments on this video. Let me know if there's things that you want to hear me talk about, albums that you want me to review, or just general questions or impressions. Thanks again, and hope to see you guys next week.